All right, welcome back. On this video, we are going to talk about the scalar multiplication and how to transpose matrix. So that is what we are going to do. And we have two simple examples. So the first thing, they ask us to find the product of this scalar matrix. Then we can now transpose them. So when you look at this, so -3 here is the scalar and half is also the scalar of this second matrix. So let's say this is matrix A. So let me just say A equals this and B equals this. So let's do it. So let's find their product first. So the product of A, matrix A. So we are going to say 3 by 4. So that is 3 multiplied by 4 is going to give us -12. Okay, so it's going to give -12. So you just multiply all the elements inside the matrix. So this by this will give us -9, and -3 by 4 will also give us -12. So that is the first row. So let's talk about the second row. -3 multiplied by 2 will give us -6. -3 multiplied by 2 will also give us -6. -3 multiplied by 1 will give us -3. Then we also have the third row, which is going to be 0 here. So this is going to be 6 here. And this is going to be 3 times 8 is going to give us -24. And that is the product of matrix A. So let's talk about B. So B, let me just put it like this. So B is going to be, so half multiplied by this is going to give us 1. So half multiplied by 3 is going to give us 3 out of 2. So half multiplied by 1 is going to give us half. Then half multiplied by 4 is going to give us 2. All right. So this is 3 by 4 matrix. So we have 3 by half multiplied by 3 is going to give us 3 out of 2. Half multiplied by 8 is going to give us 4. And half multiplied by 0 definitely will give us 0. Then half multiplied by 9 is going to give us 9 out of 2, which is 4.5. So half times 1 will give us half. Then half times -3 will give us -3 half. -3 over 2, sorry. So half multiplied by -2 will give us -1. And half multiplied by 1 will give us half. Okay? So we've been able to find their product. So the next thing we need to do is to transpose. And what do we mean to transpose? So transpose any matrix is just to change your row into column. Okay? To change your rows into column. So let's do it. So if you want to now write transpose, A transpose, that's the symbol for it. It's now going to be, this is my first row rather, so I will now turn it into column. So this will be -12, -9, and -12. So the same with the second row, -6, -6, -3. Then also the last row, which is 0, 6, -24. And that is how to transpose. We just transposed A into this. Then let's also do it for B. So we have B transpose. So this is going to be 1, 3 out of 2, half, then 2, right? So for the second row, we have 3 out of 2, we have 4, 0. I don't just know, I want to write, let me just write 4.5, okay? So for this, I can write, or write half, we have -3 out of 2, okay, -1 and 1 out of 2. And that is how we can transpose any scalar matrix.